Unfortunately, not the most useful of the Tapus. It's only electric fairy type, so not the best typing in the world. But given that we are getting the Tapus, as I said last night, we're probably going to get the other Tapus next month, sort of thing. So at least some of them. So yeah, I look forward to Tapu Fini and Tapu Bulu, because I think Tapu Bulu is the only one that I still need as a shine. No, Tapu Lele. I think Tapu Lele is the one that I... Hang on, let's have a look. Yes, we've got Tapu Bulu. Yeah, chat is up and running. Come back. Come. Tapu. Okay. Yeah, Tapu Fini, Tapu Koko, Tapu Bulu. Yes, we need Tapu Lele. So I'm looking forward to Tapu Lele coming back, even though it is not the most useful of the four. It is still... So we will see. But yeah, we'll see how we go. But as everyone is being very quiet at this particular point in time. As I said, it's probably going to be quiet getting into raids. We will see how we go. We will see how we go. I don't really mind. I don't need this as a shiny. The more passes that I can save for future, preferably Tapu Lele, the better. But yeah, we'll see how we go. They don't hatch for another 7 or so minutes, so we've got a bit of time. But I've noticed that YouTube has been a bit of a pain in the ass recently when it comes to sending out notifications to people. So I think that they've altered it again and just made it that it doesn't send out notifications to everyone like it should be. I mean, if you subscribed and you've got notifications turned on, it sort of means that you want notifications, but YouTube decides otherwise. Stupid automatic algorithms being stupid and stuff. But yeah, we'll see how we go. We can get a couple done. That'll be all good. I've already shiny checked all of these little guys. So yeah, as you know, we've got Nickit as our new Pokemon that's been introduced into the game today with our event. Crawfish and Clauncher are also spawning. I haven't really seen any Claunchers so far. I was seeing a lot of Crawfish. I wouldn't mind one of these little dudes because I do need a shiny. But I also need the thingy-majig, the Clauncher. We need Clauncher shinies. But I think Niantic has very much just added it to the ticketed part of the event rather than the free part, because why would they make things free when they can just charge people money for Pokemon these days? This is one of the things that I think a lot of people are hoping is going to change once the company changes hands. So I guess we will see. We shall see. Those hairs. So, we'll just sit and wait. What's going on? Where is everybody? Usually we've got people in here by now and getting ready to do raids. Come on. This makes it very difficult to organize raids when the people aren't in here to organize raids. As I said, I know that this raid boss isn't the greatest in the world, so we'll see how we go. We will see how we do. But again, this is something that I've been discussing recently with the just the rotation of raid bosses. They tend to repeat the same stuff that nobody really wants on a semi-regular basis, and then other things they just don't put into raids for ages. Like the birds that we just had. That was the first time that we've had birds in raids for quite a while, and we haven't had the Johto beasts for ever. I mean, they're in shadow raids at the moment. Not shadow raids, raid dens with Raikou, and I'm assuming that they're going to rotate through the other two, but just normal raids for them, just haven't had them since, I want to say the Johto tour was the last time that we had them in raids, so that was a long time ago. Let's have a look. Raikou. By recent, this last one was 2023. So yeah, it's been quite a while. It's been, what, 2 years since we've last had the... That's a long time to go in between certain raid bosses. That one's from 2019, so... 2019. So that shows you how rare that we have these things. I may have transferred some of them, so... But... let's try it with Entei. Yep. Entei. 2023, yep. 2022. Yeah, so we haven't had them since 2023, so it's been quite a while since we've last had the beasts. So it's weird that they don't chuck them into raids, and I feel like my chat is just... Are you guys saying anything or what? Everyone is being incredibly quiet right now. If you would like... there we go. Finally. How you doing, Negan? Welcome in. I was starting to think that my chat was broken and people weren't able to actually post stuff. Or they were posting stuff and I just wasn't seeing it. I mean, goddamn. Why is everybody being so quiet today? I know it's Tapu Koko, but surely there's people that are interested. Maybe. I mean, I'm not really that interested, but still. Yeah, you guys, like I said, you know the real deal. If you want into raids, let me know. If you need to, send me a friend request, and so on, so on, and so on. But how are you doing, Negan? Welcome in. Your phone is feeling a little bit toasty already. Draw on the car, that's not good. Hair all over me. You do at least 2, maybe more. Okie dokie. We'll see if we can get people that are actually interested in it. I've just been discussing about how uninteresting these raids are. If they did proper rotations. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we see the Reggies again soon. Nobody wants the Reggies. Like, maybe Regieleki and Regidrago, just because those are ones that are new, and people are still hunting the shinies. I'm pretty sure I actually still need both of those shinies. So I'll be happy to see them, but like, if it's the original 3 Reggies, it's like, not interested. But yeah, it'd be nice if they had a bit more of a rotation through. You've got an ingrown toenail, which really hurts, and it's very red. Yeah, ingrown toenails aren't the funnest thing in the world. I had one as a young child that I let grow for quite a significant amount of time, and yeah, it caused me a few problems, but I ended up digging it out myself like a crazy person. That was very painful. And I had one, was it? It was like, not last year, the year before. But yeah, the side of my toe got all infected, and I was squeezing it, and like pus and icky stuff would come out of it. That was gross. Again, I ripped it out myself, like pried it out, and it still took a few weeks for it to heal until I had stopped. I should have gone to the doctors and got antibiotics for it, but I was like, nope, I'm just gonna keep digging it out myself. And yeah, I think it was because the way that I'd sort of pried it out previous, it left a little sort of like hook on it, and the skin healed over the bit of nail, and it just got infected because of that. So I ended up having to like dig that bit of nail out that was grown over, and it was all pussy and horrible. And cool story, Jimmy. Everybody wants to hear about my pussy toe. It's gone now. But it made it very difficult to do leg days and stuff like that, because every time I would like push back on my foot, like my toes, it would hurt. It would hurt like a bead. Me too, you're trying to rip it out. That's always a fun job. But something about ingrown toenails, it's just one of those pains. It doesn't matter how tough you are, it hurts so much. There's just certain pains like that. That's one of them. What's another pain that it doesn't really matter how tough you are. It just hurts like a mo. Like paper cuts. I think paper cuts are another one of those things. Anyway, alright, I got Cameron and Negan on the list, so if anybody else would like to jump into raids, let me know. Seen memes of those, what, ingrown toenails? It's like, you've seen memes of the Reggies or ingrown toenails, or the Reggies with ingrown toenails? Now, I can't remember how many it takes to beat one of these. 45, and it's electric fairy, so just use your ground types. Bulky ground types, we should be alright. If we get one more, we should be good to go. So if anybody else would like to jump into a raid, like I said, send me a friend request if you need to, guys. If you're on my friends list, let me know, and I will chuck you down, and we will jump in as soon as we've got enough people. As I said, we only probably need one more, and we should be good to go. My phone seems to be charging very quickly. I'm pretty sure the battery on this phone is pretty cactus at this point. I'm down to 80%. I've been streaming for like 12 minutes and it's already lost like 10% battery. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's just those things. That'll help. What else I have to do? How you doing, nobody? Welcome in. One hair that keeps catching out of the corner of my eye. I think it's loose, but it's not. So many mods here. Just the one. Just the one at this point. Negan. Negan is the only mod that is in the chat at the moment. We do have several other people that are mods, but they're just not here at the moment. Yes, that's exactly right, nobody. That does help with the algorithm. And subscribing and all that sort of stuff is free. It doesn't cost you guys a dime. It helps the channels. Yeah, as I keep saying, I'm expecting tonight to be relatively quiet, just because it's not the best raid boss in the world, unfortunately. But we will see how we go. Honestly, we can probably jump in with who we've got and just send out some random invites, and as long as we pick up one other person. Yes, nobody, I am an Aussie. Alright, so we've got Negan and Cameron. Who is online? Kanto, Groudon, and Ronnie for days. Haven't seen him online for a while. Let's shoot him. Oh, you're in Brisbane? Nice. I'm in Melbourne. Liked and subscribed? Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, sweet. Alright, we picked up that one extra person that we needed, so we good. We actually picked up 2 randos because Cameron isn't in yet, so hopefully they'll jump in. But either way, we've got enough people, so we'll be good. You'll join in 1 second. Alright, well, this raid is going at the moment, so if you're not going to jump into this one, just let me know and I'll chuck you into the next one. It's a 50-50 for Aussies you subscribe to. Well, I'm glad that I'm one of those 50-50 that you decided to. Oh, you jumped in? Okay, no worries, Cameron. Cheers. That's a win for me. Yeah, I'll take that as a win. Thank you. What in the 5 minutes that you've been here decided, like, yeah, you decided to subscribe? What was it that I did? Just so I could know and do it more often. Maybe more people will subscribe. Hey, Dongara. Welcome in. We're doing good. Just jumping into these. I saw you online, so I decided to shoot you an invite, and I see that you've jumped in, so good to see. But I'm doing good. How you doing? How you doing? parked here because it was in the... It's the time of year, because it's no longer summer. The sun has moved. Well, actually, the sun hasn't moved. The sun is in the exact same spot it always is. The earth has moved. So the shady spot that I can usually sit in is not shady anymore. I'll have to move. I could move over there. I got shady over there. Because I'm getting baked in the sun right now, which isn't fantastic. Because it's been a warm day today. It's been a very bipolar week in Melbourne. It was over the weekend. It was like 14 and 16 degrees. And now it's back up to 30 today. But that's Melbourne weather in either spring or autumn sort of thing. It's just up and down as the seasons change. Just like my depression. Ooh. Being Aussie is what made you... Okay, cool. You can drop one with me. A raid. You want to jump into a raid? That's cool if you want to. Just send me a friend request if you need to jump in. Would I ever eat a Snickers bar upside down and feel the veins inside my mouth? Preferably not. I don't really have a desire for that. I can't even remember the last time I ate a Snickers bar in general. It gets messy. I'll take your word for it. First and last. I have depression. Yes. Yes, I do. It's a fantastic thing. Not shiny for the first one. Did anybody end up getting a shiny out of that one? Yeah, my seasonal depression definitely kicks in during the colder months. Like, it's always there, lingering in the back of my mind like a demon in the darkness. But the winter time is when it, it lurks out of that darkness, and it's not fun. I'm not a fan of the cold weather. Am I on meds? I used to be, but they didn't really do it for me. They just sort of numb you to everything. The bad and the good sort of thing. So it was just like, I don't like just being numbed to everything. So I stopped taking them. Because I would rather feel sad than feel nothing at all. You didn't get the shiny? No shiny for you either, Negan? Damn. Hey, okay, so it looks like during raid hours, we're actually getting, because I thought it was just for the birds that we were getting a guaranteed XL, like rare XL from every raid, but we're getting them from the Tapus now as well, so it looks like that might be a permanent thing moving forward, which would be fantastic, and clear out my bag. This is, why would I do that? That'll be enough. Alright, so yeah, if you would like into the next raid, guys, send me a friend request if you need to. If you're already on my friends list, let me know, and I'll check you down. Lickitungue's just having a good old time licking that clauncher. Good times. Good times. I read a book by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Becoming supernatural. It has changed your life for better in so many ways. You can hear yourself. This is the beginning. Yeah. I'm better than I was, sort of thing. I found alternative medicines which are working better for me, sort of thing. So, as I said, yeah, they The antidepressants just weren't doing it for me. I was doing tried a couple of different ones, and they're not fun. Don't like them. Got rid of them. You'll do another one, Cameron? Alright. Negan, you said that you're going to do another one as well, so I may as well just keep this list. Is there anybody else that would like to lick a tongue hanging having seafood? Well, he's gone now. He's finished his chow. He's like, you know what? I've had enough of licking this crayfish. This crawfish. He had his fill. Thank you again, nobody, for doing the self-promotions that I don't have to do. Thank you, James. I try. You do Reiki, you just don't do it for others. And Reiki would be? What is this Reiki? How you doing, Tef? Welcome in. You'll self-join, you have passes, just for 2 raids though. Okay, no worries. Have a great vibe. Well, thank you. I appreciate that you appreciate my vibe. It ran. Damn, you missed out on those XLs. You'll hop in for the next 4. Alright, sweet. Well, I guess, yeah, Negan and Cameron, I'll invite you guys, and then the others will invite themselves. So we've got enough people. Let's do this. I really feel like I need to move the car, though, just because I'm getting blinded by the sun right now. It's not fun. X and Cameron. Alright, after this raid, I will move. And I'll move into the shade, and then 10 minutes later I'll be back in the sun again. Alright, Cameron and Skyly and Tef. And Megan. Beautiful. Alright. Yeah, the battery on this phone is absolutely capped. I'm down to 71% already. So I've lost like 20% of my battery in 15 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. Need to push the seat back so I can... That's better. So yeah, I haven't gotten a shiny from these raid hours since the Shundo Zekrom. So it seems like I wasted all of my shiny luck leading up to GoFest, not GoFest, the Unova tour. I did get a couple of shinies during the Unova tour, and then since then, no raid shinies. Didn't get any of the birds, haven't gotten one of these ready up. Oh, it's too late now. I usually only ready up once I know that everybody is in, so... Or I'm actually paying attention, which I'm not. Again, it doesn't really matter. If we're in more of a rush to get the raids done, then I'd probably be paying more attention. But tonight, given that it's Tapu Koko, and I really don't think it's going to be that popular, we'll just take it fairly easy, I think. Ow. What charge move is this thing using? Brave Bird, okay. That is chunking some health out of these things, Jesus. Oops. Of course, it says dodged after you get hit by the charge move. Well done. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Alright, that is done. Second raid down. Who is getting the shiny? Not me. 1772, so again, I don't think this one is really any good. Not you. It's just one of them days. No shiny 1770. First ball catch, nice. 1794. That shouldn't be too bad. What's the hundo for this again? %. It's better than mine. Yeah, I mean, at least it's 3 stars. How you doing, Mary? Welcome in. 1810. Okay. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, so Gary, you said that you're jumping in. Negan, you are done for the raids, yes? That was your 2. Think being the keyword. No, I'm taking your word for it, alright? If it's not like 1810, then we're gonna have some harsh words, Tef. Cameron, are you done for more? Okay, so Negan is done. Yeah. I'm sweaty. I need to have a shower. So we should be able to, yeah, I just healed up, didn't I? We should be able to fit one more in before the turnover for the next ones. And also, guys, if you do send me a friend request, how you doing, Impossible? Welcome in. Just make sure you let me know in the chat, because sometimes I will miss them. So Maxwell, you're okay, because I did see that one come through. But a lot of the time, if I'm looking at the chat or if I'm in a raid or something like that, I may miss your friend request. So always just let me know, just in case. And yeah, Cameron, are you doing the next raid, or Tef, you said that you're in for another one. I'm assuming, yeah, Gara said that you were going to do some more. You'll invite yourself. Tef, you'll invite yourself. As soon as I know if Cameron is jumping in, we'll jump into the next one. Been a bit of a while. It hasn't been that long. Were you in last week's streams? You had the most insane luck with Tapu. Last time it came around, you got 2 Shundos. Well, aren't you lucky? I have terrible luck when it comes to the Tapus. I still need Tapu Lele shiny. I've got the other ones, but I've only got like 1 of each. I've really struggled to get these shinies. They're just one of the ones that don't want to be my friend. How you doing, Charlie? Welcome in. Can you be part of the next raid? Yes. Pokemon fan, yes. That was your... That is you. If I recall, Mary. We're doing pretty good. Weather's been nice today. Warmer than the last few days. It wasn't too bad yesterday. But yeah, weekend's weather was a bit flat. So as long as the sun's out, I'm happy. Whenever the sun isn't out, I'm not happy. Yeah, unfortunately, my mood is very much attached to the sun. So, no sun, no smiles. shiny don't want to shine. No. Alright, I'm just going to jump in with who we've got. I'll send an invite to Cameron either way. We'll do this one since it's got 4 minutes. So Maxwell, Cameron, and Pokemon Fan, and then the other guys will invite themselves. Cameron, Maxwell, and there's so many people with Pokey in their name. There we go. That should be those 3. Everybody else, invite yourselves. Taffer's already done that. You're lucky indeed, you're trying to project your fortune onto everybody else. That's what the shiny vibes are for. You're a member of the channel, so you can chuck shiny vibes into the chat. Oh, you already did before. They do work, I guarantee. Yeah, you made over 1 million dust last night, Spotlight Hour. You got a 89% shiny Shelter. Nice. I made all of 9,000 Stardust yesterday. You know how I don't bother catching things, so had people coming into the chat telling me how I should be grinding, and I'm like, I'll play the game how I want, thank you very much. My grinding days for this game are behind me. I'm just casual these days. It's how I get my enjoyment out of the game. Right, who we got in? Tef, Sky, Pokemon Fan, Essence Kanto, and myself. So we're still supposedly waiting on people, so I will not ready up yet, guys, because I'm not sure if the others are still jumping in or not. Yeah, we're at the point of the game's life where it's like, you know, it's almost 10 years old at this point. I'm just playing it how I want to play it. I've done my years of grinding and getting my Stardust and all that sort of stuff. If I just want to shiny hunt these days, I will just shiny hunt. I'm not too fussed about Stardust. I have nearly 26 million of it, so it's like, it's all good. So yeah, I'm very much in that boat of just, I'll play it how I want to. You guys can play it how you want to. You're bleeding. What have you done this time? How are you bleeding? You could have done that Spotlight Hour. It's always when you're sleeping. Are you asleep at 6 o'clock in the afternoon? I should say evening, because 6 o'clock is actually evening. You have 37 million Stardust. Wow. La-dee-da. No, it just gets to the point where it's like, when you've got enough Stardust, I think it's just like, I don't need more. I never spend it on anything anyway. Like, I've got my army of PvP Pokemon that I use that I've spent Stardust on in the past. There's more that I can power up, but it's just like, I'm not competitive enough with PvP to really care that much. So I'll just power them up when I feel like it. Same with maxing out Pokemon. It's just like, I'll do it when I want to. So I don't think I'm ever going to run out of Stardust, so I'm just not keen to stockpile as much as I possibly can. It's just not a thing that I really care about anymore. It was back in the day. Like, I would grind Stardust. And it's like, I would set myself goals. I'm like, okay, I'll get to 1 million Stardust, and then I'll spend some, and then I'll get to 2 million Stardust, and then spend some, 3 million. And I just kept doing that until I got to like 10 million Stardust, I think it was. And then I just stopped doing it, and since then it's just been an accumulation. And as I said, I'm up to like 26.5 million Stardust or something like that at the moment, so it's just like, I've got more Stardust than I can use at this point, so I'm not really too fast. It's not a big deal. Shiny vibes. You picked your skin on your face. It tastes delicious, dude. That's gross. Why are you eating your skin face? What are you, Hannibal Lecter? The guy, how you doing? Welcome in. that wasn't the good time. Everything just collapsed just as the shiny was going to pop. My shiny vibes. Hey, they're not my shiny vibes, alright? My shiny vibes work just fine. Your game's just broken, okay? It's not my fault. No refunds. Yeah, you work nights. That's how... Okay. That's why you're always right. Fair enough. Fair enough. That makes sense. You don't know. Dude, like, stop eating your face skin. 1, it's gross. 2, it's a little bit disturbing. And 3, what are you going to tell your therapist? I'm the one posting the shiny vibes in the chat. Yeah. But they're my shiny vibes, okay? You can get your own shiny vibes. And then you can talk, alright? Once your shiny vibes aren't working, don't you go criticizing my shiny vibes. I'll have you know, I had them inspected like fairly recently and they were on the up and up. Everybody said that they work nicely. They don't work if us are broken. Don't be rude. Like, I'm just here trying to make shinies great again, okay? It's not my fault. It's actually not too bad. Could be better. We got it, so that's a good thing. Alright, so we're just waiting until our next group of raids hatch. Should be in the next couple of minutes, so if you would like into the next raid, guys. It's not an amusement. Well, I'm glad somebody is. Don't use that. I knew it was going to trigger people, that's why. You can have a peanut. Yeah, especially if you're like an American or a Canadian or something like that. It's like, I know how I know how to get you guys all fired up and triggered. I'm but a wee little Australian boy that's just, you know, just trying to survive out here. Not yet. We're not, I mean, you know, if worse comes to worse with China, we're strategically placed that it might just happen. Oh, hey, a Nicket. I know, I just caught 2 of them. Good little guys. They're the best little guys. Shame it's not shiny, but we'll still catch them. Alright, so yeah, not Negan, Tef, are you going to do the next raids, or? Gara, you said that you were going to jump in. Who else would like to jump into the next raids? Did we get? Okay, so yeah, they've just popped up, guys, so if you would like into the next raids, please do let me know. You'll do one more? Okay. Because you need to be up. So you're going to do one more raid because you need to be up at 8 AM? That doesn't make sense. The guy... What was your in-game name, the guy? Just so I can check you on the list. You're reluctantly engrossed in your new book, so you don't want to read it? It's like, I mean, if I have to read this really, like, interesting book that's got all this really smut in it, then alright. I guess I'll have to. You'll do 2 more? Okay, no worries. Yeah, the guy, sorry, what was your in-game name so I can chuck you on the list? Okay, the guy. Again, Cameron, I'm not sure if you're jumping into any more raids or if you're still here, so if you are, let me know and I'll chuck you down. Let me just double check to make sure that you're on my friends list, the guy. Yep, okay, cool. Alright, so Tef and Gara, you'll get yourselves into the raid. Is there anybody else that wants to jump into this raid before I jump in? There's none of that nonsense? Sure, there isn't. One of the ladies that I'm talking to at the moment, she's all about those type of books. You know, those book talk type of books. So I know what is up. I know that whole thing. Degeneracy. Pure and utter degeneracy. You say reluctantly, Gross, because you know you need to sleep, but you want to keep reading because of all the Hunger Games. Sure, it's the Hunger Games. Sure. Sunrise on a Reaping. Wait, is that one of the Hunger Games books? I don't read, so I don't know. I mean, I read, just not books. Because I don't have the attention span to stay engaged with a book for that long. It's the newest book in the series. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll just jump in with who we've got. We should have enough to get it done. Released on March 18. Okay. Fair enough. I wonder how long it's going to take until they turn it into a movie. Alright, someone to Fitzy. So there's Jim, and is there anybody else that I think might jump in? I suppose that'll do. You'd read the Pokédex, but not. Mary, sorry. Okay. I can, as soon as I get more invites, I'll send them to you. Oh, they've already decided when they. So they've already started filming it, have they? Pokemon fan. I don't have an issue with reading, it just needs to be stuff that I'm interested in, and books just don't really keep me interested for any period of time, so I don't really read them. Ooh, that pigeon just flew. There is feathers everywhere. A car just drove past and the pigeon flew straight into the side of it. It's okay, it flew off. But that pigeon almost died. It almost kamikazed itself into the side of a, So yeah. I almost witnessed a murder, guys. When they announced the book, they announced that it had been made into a movie at the same time. Okay. So the author must have been sort of working with the studio to give them what was going on at the time so they could sort of make it at the same time. Mary, did you get into the raid? was going to move the car to sit in the shade, but I think it'll be back here long enough. Like, where I was going to move, the shade sort of disappeared anyway, so... Hey, don't Diana. You got a shiny from the sofa yesterday. Nice. Which one? Was it the, Oh no, would... Yeah, no, yesterday would have been. Was it the, Spotlight Hour shiny? From Spotlight Hour? Nice. GG's. Unfortunately, I did not get the shiny from Spotlight Hour, but I've already got them, so it's all good. Alrighty, nicey, nicey. Still no shiny. Hey, Skyly got the shiny. Nice. Someone finally got the shiny. See? And you were saying that the shiny vibes don't work. I think I demand an apology. They didn't work. Hey, they're not going to work every single time for every single person. You know, you gotta just be patient. But they will work. See? Diana knows what's up. They do work, just sometimes it takes a few shots. Okie dokie. So, we can move on to the next one. Who is keen for another raid? You take it off, Taff? No worries. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy your book. And enjoy the rest of your night. See? Just take a shiny and just leave. It's all I'm good for, isn't it? Just providing people with shinies, and then you all just leave. I don't know how this is. I see how this works. Yours was doo-doo. That's alright, mine was pretty shit as well. It happens, unfortunately. So yeah, if you're keen for the next raid, guys, just let me know, and I will chuck you down on the list. I've already healed up. Just seems the way it goes. Jimmy seems happy today. Seem is the key word there. I'm pretty good at putting on a front. Nah, not too bad. As I said before, you know, the sun's out, so the sun's out, I'll smile. When it's not out, it's a different story. Got to enjoy this last bit of nice weather before it starts turning crappy again. Because we're almost a month into autumn. So by mid next month, we're probably going to start getting shitty weather on a consistent basis. So yeah, I got to try and smile as much as possible before it's that time of year. Alright, so Gara, you're keen for one more raid, yeah? So if anybody else is keen for the next raid, just let me know, and I will chuck you guys down on the list. It's just now spring. I know, you guys in like the northern hemisphere are all lucky, because it's the good time of year. Everything's just getting better. All the trees are starting to bloom. the sun's come out, all that sort of stuff. Here in Australia, it's the opposite way. All the leaves are starting to, all trees and stuff, are starting to wither and drop their leaves. The weather is changing. I mean, March is still pretty warm, for the most part, sort of thing, for most of the time, and then once it sort of gets to April, like sort of mid-April-ish, it starts to change into the more wintry type of weather. So by May, it's pretty crappy. Alright, so yeah, Gary, you're keen for one more. Who else is keen for the next raid? Like, I know it's not the greatest raid boss in the world, guys, but come on, surely there are still people that are keen in the raid. At least one more. Honestly, I think I got one more raid, yeah. So I'm honestly happy if we only do one more raid. Means I don't have to buy more raid passes for a boss that I'm not necessarily interested in. Oh, yeah, I agree. See, Niantic, this is what happens when you give us crappy raid passes. No one's interested in them. The guy, did you want to do another raid? Yeah, so if you do want to do a raid, guys, if you need to send me a friend request, my code is tagged in the chat. If you're already on my friends list, just let me know and I'll put you down. I can send out some random invites to people. You can go for Mega Swampo. Yeah, honestly, I knew that tonight was going to be quiet for raids just because it is Tapu Koko. It's not that interesting sort of thing. There are better Tapus, Tapu Fini and Tapu Lele. Oh, not Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu are pretty good. Tapu Fini more so. So yeah, I knew that tonight was going to be fairly quiet when it came to raids, but still, come on, guys. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any swampits around. Little swampadompers. Yeah. It's usually what happens during raid hour. It's just the raid hour bosses. But that's cool. If you don't want to do one, like, I understand. Like, I knew it was going to be quiet tonight. Next week, it is going to be Xerneas, so I'm expecting next week to be fairly quiet as well, just because we only just had Xerneas before Unova Tour, so it hasn't really been that long since we last had it. Like I said, if we can get at least one more person, I will jump in and just send random invites out. As long as we get like 4 people in, we should be good. You know what, food. Anybody at all want to do the raid? Honestly, how many have we done? The 4 that we've done, I'm actually surprised. Oh, and I hatched a why not before. Fair enough. So yeah, we got more raids than I thought we were going to get done, to be honest. But this is what I was saying at the start of the stream, where I feel like they need to rotate through the raid bosses a bit better. Give us some stuff that we haven't had for a while. The beasts, like the Johto beasts, are something that we haven't had in raids for a while, so I think that people would be interested enough in them. What are some other raid bosses that we haven't had for a while? Like, if you had to choose a raid boss, guys, that isn't Rayquaza or Mewtwo, just because they're everybody wants Rayquaza and Mewtwo. That's why they're the rarest of raids, just because they know that when they bring them back, people will fiend for them. Other than those two, what raids would you like to do? They need to do a little re-release of better legendaries that have been gone for a year or two. Well, that's why I said the beasts, because we haven't had the beasts since 2023. So we didn't see them at all last year, and we haven't seen them so far this year. So I feel like those would garner a little bit of popularity, just because it's just been so long since we've had them. Groudon. Again, Groudon and Kyogre, we have them on a semi-regular basis, but yeah. Mewtwo. Well, I said other than Mewtwo. So Mewtwo and Rayquaza, like, those two, will just take them off the cards, just because, as I said, they are the two most popular raid bosses. Because they are fan favorites, and they are, like, strong Pokemon. But if we got them too often, people would get it, like, sick of them, just like anything else. But yeah, other than those two, what else would you like to see? Negan says Groudon, which is a good call. Groudon and Kyogre. Less Kyogre, because Kyogre just... I hate Kyogre. It's a cool Pokemon and all, but it is such a bitch to raid. Especially when it's got Blizzard. Like, Kyogre with Blizzard, just... say goodbye to, like, 18 of your Pokemon. Alright, well, we're running out of time here. People still don't seem to be interested. So, I'm going to try and jump into one of these raids. Gara, you're going to jump in. I'll send out some random invites. If we don't end up with, like... I mean, it depends on the 3. So, 3 to 4 people. I'd say just bail out. We'll see how we go. Good at jumping in. See, there isn't really a lot of people online at the moment, which I feel will jump into a raid. Maybe bring back some of the future editions of some Pokemon. Like what? What would be the future editions of the Pokemon that you're thinking of? Oh, right. Yep, people just aren't interested in Tapu Koko, rather. Person with Korean. If you want to jump out, we'll give it a few minutes just to see if nobody jumps in. Gara, by say like 15-20 seconds, just jump out. Person with Korean name. I can't read your name obviously because I don't read Korean. If you want to send me a friend request, my code is tagged in the chat. So if you send me a friend request, I will get you into this raid. You'll run this last one. Alright, Guy, I will get you... alright, yeah, jump out and we'll just reorganize this one. See, ProPlanty's even inviting me to raids. That's because he's probably struggling for numbers as well. Yes, as I said, yeah, person that has Korean name. I'm sorry, I can't, like... refer to you by her name because I can't read Korean. If you would like to send me a friend request, and that goes for anybody in the chat, guys, if you want to get into a raid, send me a friend request. My code is tagged in the chat. Guy, okay, so you said to jump in for this one. We are running out of time, honestly. Trying to see if there's any ones that have more time on them. Unfortunately not. Alright, we'll jump into this one. How you doing, Evolution? Alright. Friend request hasn't come through, so it's alright, we'll jump in with the Guy and Gara. If it's just the 3 of us, honestly will manage. It's not a strong raid boss, and we're all relatively high levels. Well, when will I max the Shundo Zekrom? When I've got enough candy for it. Don't have enough XLs. Though with these raid hours that we're getting at the moment, how we're getting the extra XLs, I can probably start putting some of my bonus rares into it. I'll have to check to see how many XLs I've actually got for it. I'll do that after this raid. Yeah, okay, so there's 3 of us. We should manage. Again, try her. Catch me if you can on as well, mate. I'm just sending out random invites. If you can pick up an extra person, cool. Yeah, the sun is finally dipping behind that tree, so I can actually sort of see again. It's fantastic. Hey, we picked up more people. Alright, so yeah, 4. Cool, we got 4 people, so we'll manage it easily. But yeah, honestly, I think this is going to be our last raid for the evening, which is cool. We managed to get, what, 5 done? Which is more than I was expecting, given that this is Tapu Koko, and I didn't think anybody would be interested in it. What's the quickest way to get Stardust? You have enough candy to make a level 50 skill dredge. But you haven't got enough. Did you take advantage of yesterday's Spotlight Hour? Because if you ran a star piece and caught as many Shelders as you possibly could, it was like 3,000 Stardust per catch. So certain Pokemon do have higher catch rate, like not catch rates, higher things. Catch Stardust. They're usually 1-stage evolutions. So things like Shelder, and I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head. But a lot of the 1-stage evolution Pokemon have a higher Stardust catch. Or you get more Stardust per catch, sort of thing. So yeah, if you took advantage of yesterday's Stardust from Spotlight Hour, you would have got a lot. Other than that, just doing your typical things in game. Catching Pokemon with a star piece on, doing raids, finishing research tasks that reward Stardust. That's all you can really do. Just do what you can. But yeah, catching everything that you can is your most, the most common way of getting, the most surefire way, I should say, of getting Stardust. Tapu Koko in raids until the 22nd. I'm not sure when they swap over. I know that Xerneas is our next boss, but I'm not sure when they swap over. I think that's the type of stuff that they need to start adding to the game, because it's something that's always been missing from... Like, they've got their news tab, but things that are going on in the raids, research, all that sort of stuff, they need to give us a list of what's happening and when it's, like, they finish. It's one very obvious thing that I think they could add to the game that they just don't. Instead of leaving it up to, like, third-party sites and people going onto the blogs and all that sort of stuff to get that information. It's stuff that should just be in-game. Because they have something like that for events. Like if you go into the research tab and like scroll down at the bottom, they have sort of like the start and end dates of events. So they should do the same thing for like raid bosses and research tasks and stuff. Alright, what is likely going to be our last raid for the night, guys? Can we get the shiny? Nope. Maybe Tef was right. Maybe my shiny vibes are broken. Don't tell her that I said that, though. The only reason why I want to catch this thing is just for the bonus rare XL, which I've got to catch it in the next 3 minutes, otherwise I don't get it. There we go. Got ourselves another rare XL. Yeah, terrible IVs. Alright, so let's check to see our Zeki. Where are you, Zekron? So we've got 165 XLs. So we're a little over halfway to being able to max it out for the XL candies. How many XLs do I actually have? 217. So you know what? Let's drop a few into it. There we go. That gets us one step closer. How much Stardust is it actually going to take me to max it out? Only 400,000, so that's not bad. So yeah, we need 296. So we're just over 100 XLs away from being able to max it out. But the more of these raids from raid hours that I do that give us the guaranteed XLs, that's pretty good. Shouldn't take me too much longer. What's it going to max out at? 4565. So 4565 will... okay, it won't be at the top, but it will be second strongest on the list after I max it out. So Groudon will still be stronger. Thanks for the raids. No worries, Mary. Thank you for helping with the raids. As I say to you guys, like, you help me with the raids as much as I help you guys with the raids, just because nobody really raids around here anymore. So if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have people to raid with. So yeah, we've got a mutual beneficial thing going on. Crew Drew, unfortunately that was our last raid for the night, as you can see, so I can't get you into a raid. Because we have no more to do. Disappointing. Disappointing. You have to go now? No worries, Mary. Another 2-star. I think you'll live with the 2 to 3 stars that you've got. Thanks, Jimmy. Figure you're getting off soon. And it's like, for me, good day. Okay. My brain stopped working at the end of that sentence. No worries, the guy. Yeah, I will be wrapping up in just a minute. But thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your evening. But yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's going to do us for raid hour. Because we have no more raids, but I'm surprised we ended up getting 5 raids done. It was more than I was expecting, given that it is a subpar raid boss. It is Xerneas next week, so again, not the greatest raid boss, but at least it's pretty. It's a pointy horse deer. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I do like Xerneas. It's just a shame that it's not more viable in raids. It could be a good fairy type if it got... Is it a quick attack or a charge? It's one or the other. If it had better attacks, it would be better. But yeah, I'm assuming that next month's raids will be more of the Tapus and then probably Yveltal as well. given that we've got Xerneas, they usually come in pairs. No worries, Gara. Again, yeah, thank you for helping out with the raids as well. So yeah, next stream will be on Saturday, more than likely, for Comday Classic Totodile. I did shoot one of my friends, sort of like a thing to see if she wanted to hang out on Saturday, but I haven't heard back from her yet, so it's not looking likely at this point. So yeah, if something like that does come up, I might not stream on Saturday. We'll see how we go, but I'm assuming that I will be streaming on Saturday for Totodile. Yeah, I just don't really need the shiny because I've got a bunch of them already from the original Com Day for it. But thing is actually still pretty, for Alligator, it's pretty useful. It's an okay Pokemon. The Shadow version of it is better though, just for like PvP and stuff. So it is what it is, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, we'll call. Actually, do I have any? Let me have a look. Totodile. Toad. I only have one Totodile. Okay, scrap that. I thought maybe I had. Honestly, I don't have as many shinies as I thought. It's one of those early Com days though, where we weren't getting like 30 shinies per. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't have like a shadow one. Wait, it's Totodile. Not Totodile. Toto. Man, Jesus, can you learn how to Totodile. Let's see, do we actually have any decent ones? So, that one could be a good PvP one. Again, it's not a shadow, but we'll actually check that one to see if it's worth evolving. Still better than nothing, and you get free Hydro Comp on it, sort of thing. Hydro Cannon, rather. Without having to use an Elite TM. Yeah, it's just one Pokemon that I haven't really stockpiled much of over the time, because honestly, we don't really see a lot of Totodiles these days. Only 55 XLs. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that one I actually got during Johto Tour, so I'll definitely check that one and see if it's actually worth evolving for. It should be, yeah, good for Great League. So I'll check it, and if so, I will evolve it during the day and get Hydro on it. But yeah, alrighty guys, so like I said, Saturday more unlikely will be the next stream, but if I don't see you guys know why, like I said, plans, all that sort of stuff, but yeah, that I'd say more than likely will be streaming on Saturday, and then yeah, Spotlight Hour and Raid Hour like next week. So, thank you for everybody that has tuned in tonight, much appreciated guys. If you haven't already, do hit that thumbs up button. We're sitting on 16 so far, so we're only 4 away from 20, so if you haven't already, yeah, do hit that thumbs up button. And yeah, I will more than likely see you guys on Saturday. So until then, enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe. Happy hunting. Good luck for your raid hours if you do them. Yeah, hopefully you guys will get the shiny. Hundos, shundos, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you guys soon. Until then, peace out. Have a good one. I'll see you guys.